Hello and welcome to Hanamate. I'm working on my junk journaling pages and I'm adding some texture. So in this case, I'm just adding some stitches. I actually use my sewing machine and I want to show you how I do it. So this is one first experiment. I just put black thread in, I use straight stitch and I stitched all the way around the edges. I really like how much it adds to the page. It is kind of cool design and a little bit of structure. I think it also adds the junky look. And then I decided to just stitch through the flower. By the way, I didn't plan it really, it happened, but I'm quite impressed. I'm happy. However, this is a black thread, so for the edges it was fantastic, but I found it a little gloomy for the flowers, so eventually I changed to different color thread. But I just do want to show you how simple it is. It is of course very handy to have basic sewing skill. At least learn how to use sewing machine, how to change thread and how to go back and forth. That helps a lot. Um, Even though it could be considered a good practice, that's actually one thing I really do love about the junk journaling is that you can practice many types of different crafts and skills, and then even if they are not perfect, you are not going to sell your art or creation. It's kind of cool to put it in the junk journal and maybe eventually see the improvement. So as you can see, I'm just going back and forth in a simple manner, kind of trying to go through all the petals and via the middle part, right? You can use your imagination, you can do circles, you can just go on the edges. By the way, hand sewing will be cool too, but I kind of like the speed of the sewing machine. It depends on what I work on. But hopefully you can see that it's kind of cool looking already. I do have to admit the back side, so the front side looks almost perfect. I cut away the little tails, leftovers. The back side, the needle got punctured through some of the material and I kind of see a little tiny like lifting of the paper, but it still looks pretty good. And this is the other one and the other piece, and I decided to change the thread. I will not bore you with that because it's pain in the butt. But I just went directly for doing attaching the petals. So it seemed to me that basically naturally you always have few kind of unnatural flowers on the petals. You will have either natural fold or line in the middle. So sewing in that place is kind of gives it probably like natural look. And I have to admit I was pleased. By the way, this is the first time I was doing it and I just dove for it. I tried it and usually I'm quite happy with first time projects. It's kind of Mm, there are really no mistakes in junk journaling. You can have tons of fun and try to work with different media and different structures and textures. I'm very pleased. I think you can see that it is really pretty. So don't be lazy to change your thread because this is much better than the black one, right? The other thing is that these paper petals are paper and I glue them down. However, I think by stitching them, I'm securing them even more. So it's not just about the structure, it's also the practical side of attaching um, the flower petals or flower. One thing I want to mention is that when I am turning and twisting and changing direction, I like to keep the needle in the paper because that way when the needle is down in the paper, I lift the foot of the sewing machine and I can easily turn and twist it around, which makes it kind of more accurate. So I don't lose it, right? It's not messy. So I have kids scissors. I couldn't find my proper scissors. Anyhow, it looks pretty good, right? I'm really happy. I'm also excited that maybe eventually I can have more fun with different colors and threads. So that's it. If you like my ideas, you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram. I am into junk journaling now a lot. Thanks for watching, Hanamate.